Hello everyone, welcome to Board Game Replay. I'm Matt Evans, I'm joined by my friend Jeremy here. We're going to be doing a full gameplay episode of Golem Arcana today. Now Golem Arcana is a pretty unique, it's an interesting miniatures game, and it has kind of some new technology that's running behind it that we think is really cool, so we wanted to feature the whole game from start to finish. Alright, now a few days ago, as of this recording, we released an interview video that we did at Gen Con with some of the folks from Harebrained Schemes, the publishers of Golem Arcana. So if you're not familiar with this game, I recommend going to check that out. I'm going to put a link right up here that you can go and check out that video. It's an interview, so it kind of gives you an overview of what the game is like, kind of how it plays, and some of the technology behind it. And that'll give you a much better idea. After you watch that, come back and check out this video, and as I said, we're going to play through the entire game. Alright, so we're going to jump into this here in just a second, but first, Jeremy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the scenario we're going to be doing here today?
So we're running King of the Hill. There's 3 hills in the middle of the map. And if you hold them uncontested at the beginning of the round, you get 1 victory point, and first team to 5 victory points wins. Yeah,
so it's a pretty basic concept for a scenario. Now, if you look in front of us here, we've already got our teams chosen for the round, and we basically have gone into the app for the game, and we've created a 500-point team. Now, you can create different values of points depending on which scenarios you want to play. We've chosen a relatively simple game, just a 500-point game. And everything you see on the table here is basically from one base set of the game and these 2 expansion sets. So basically these expansion sets are additional mercenaries you can add to the game, but the base sets are essentially these Gudana, I think I pronounced it right. These red guys and that red guy are part of my main army, and these gold ones
The Durrani
are the other army. And then you can add these mercenary figures, the green and the gray, kind of at will to any of the other armies. You want to tell us a little about this guy?
The one extra edition, which we obviously had to purchase because of how awesome it is, the Colossus for the Durrani army. He's not part of the base, obviously, but He's awesome. He takes up an entire space. And
yeah, he's ridiculous. He's a little crazy for a 500-point game, so we're not playing with him. Sorry about that. But
he's like 400 points almost himself.
Yeah. So if he kind of takes up almost the entire 500 points, so it doesn't really make the game quite as interesting playing in a quick fashion. So. All right, with that said, I think we're gonna skip ahead here a little bit. We're gonna sign in, we're gonna set up the scenario, and you're gonna come back to us in just a second. All right, so we're just about all set up here, and I want to mention something that I kind of neglected to mention before. We're actually having this plugged into a very large monitor here in comparison. So I've actually got the app running on my phone, and that's plugged into an external video out cable from my Android phone here to this an HDMI port on a monitor. Now you can actually do this with a Chromecast if you've ever used that. You can play this on an iPad. You can play it on a bunch of different, basically smart devices. So we're at the screen here to confirm. This is where our units are going to be deploying on either side, and you can kind of confirm that you're on the right map tiles by the squares are lighting up as you touch the different spots on the board.
Make sure we laid it out properly. So
looks good. So we'll confirm.
I would like to play some units. Yes, sure.
So Jeremy's going to deploy first.
So, let's see. I'll put my fire ram. He will go right here.
I hate your fire ram.
He's the best. And then let's go with Plaguebringer. Where do you want to go? He wants to go up here. Plaguebringer and my Wildwood will also go up here. And then the last one, it'll hang up there.
Lovely. All done?
I am done.
Alright, so I'm going to go... Okay. I'm going to go back to this guy. I'm going to put him here, is it? Put him here. I'll put this guy right there, right? Along with this guy. And Bramblehorn is actually also going to go there. So you can basically use as much to fill up a tile. You know that tile is completely maxed out with these 3 guys because you can see their base is actually covered too. I'm all ready to go. You're up first. Oh yeah, let me place my flags too when I get a chance here.
So, little thing you can denote, in case you're using the same unit, if we both had fire rams, you put these little flags on to tell which army you're part of. So.
Yeah. And actually, it doesn't matter which one's which number-wise, so I'm just going to stick these on here in my units.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that way, in case our units get close, you guys can see kind of which unit belongs to
what color
to who. So all you really need to know is the color. Everything else will be pretty obvious. So,
Yep.
Go ahead. We'll try to keep this pretty informal for the most part, but we'll also try to kind of explain what we're doing. We'll do our best to do that. So, but certainly, if you have any questions as we're going along here, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you.
All right. So I'm gonna go with my Jeweled Harpy has a Knight on her, which gives her 2 extra movement points while flying. So as you can see, she can get pretty far across the map wherever she wants to go.
I hate that.
So I'm gonna fly her right on to the first point. Right on round 1, get me a nice victory point, start off the game.
Well, you won't get that to the beginning of your next round,
Yeah,
but
the
still.
beginning of my next round, but I don't think you can get in range to contest me, so I think I'm pretty safe. And then I'm going to walk my Fire Ram. He likes to be up on elevated positions. He gets bonus range while up there, so I'm going to put him up there too. And let's see, we'll move my last 2 units. Plaguebringer, head over towards this point.
What do I want to do?
As well as the Wildwood Dryad. Move them both.
Get out of here.
Actually, I'm going to move her right about here. She can get that mana next turn.
Cool. So now he's out of action points. He has 0 action points. In a 500-point game, you get 6 action points to use per turn. And so basically, he used all his action points moving.
Yep. So I'm going to use the little card here to select end turn and then confirm.
All right. So victory points here. So I'm going to first see how far this dude can go if I move him. See, again, you can select the cards or the units themselves. Wow, look at how far I can get with this gentleman. I'm going to go right here. So this guy, I can scroll through his abilities. And so if you notice his Knight, if he starts on a space with no cover or ground cover, I purposely started him on a space on the board with no cover. Basically, there's no trees or anything covering the space. He's getting a bonus movement for that. So that was intentional. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to move again. He's going to go right over here, snag that mana well nice and early. I'm going to grab, let's see, I'll grab this Dune Viper next and see where I can get him. He can actually get to that spot too. He doesn't have quite the range as the other guy, so I'm going to move. I'm going to move him here. This is my, that guy here. I'm going to move my Bramblehorn to here. Better yet, I want to see how far this guy can make it. He can get to that mana well too. He's going to go there. My Bramblehorn is going to go. Boy, I don't like my options there.
Why not?
I'm going to move her on this side. So I've got 2 action points left. I'm going to see if I can land one of my abilities with this Dune Viper here. My Dune Viper.
Try me, punk.
What can I hit? So right now I've selected my Spiked Volley ability, which I'll put it up on the screen so you can kind of see what it does. But basically, you can even see it here. I've got essentially a 75% chance to hit, 28 damage. It's just a basic move.
That's all. That's 75% chance to hit before dodge or cover bonuses.
Right. So now I'm going to check here and see, selecting my target. I have a 53% chance to hit.
She has 12 dodge.
She's got a high dodge. You know what? I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to confirm my attack.
Damn.
Boom! I roll below 53. I get a hit, and I hate that stupid Jeweled Harpy. Awesome. I have 0 action points left. I'm going to end my turn. It's all you.
That was very mean. But what does that say?
That's a victory point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
right.
I was there.
All right, so I really don't want him to keep shooting her. I think I might have to put my artillery into place there.
God, I hate that guy. That guy's just a walking mortar is basically what he is.
Yep. And then I'm going to move her back to safety, I think. Get me some mana, at least. Maybe I'll move him over here. Hide in the heavier cover. Medium cover gives me 20 extra cover bonus to ranged attacks.
Yep.
So it's a good place for her to sit. She'll collect me the mana on the next few turns. Let's see, where can he go? Nowhere that useful. I think I might leave them right there. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and step him up to there. Kind of hold the forward ground, because I can't get up on the hill yet. He doesn't have enough action points or movement points.
Yeah.
So he'll hang out in the water, and might as well take a quick little shot here. I really don't like your range attacks, so
That's fair.
going for you. It's only 48. Let's flip of the coin. See what happens.
Come on.
46.
46.
Oh, so close.
20 damage, though? Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's all my AP, so that will end my turn.
All right, now, as I begin my turn, I don't have any victory points because I'm not standing on anything, but I am standing on 2 mana wells. And my figure underneath here, you can even see it up on the screen. A mana well in this scenario, in this particular one, it gives 6 mana if you're the only one.
If it's a non-contested zone.
If it's a non-contested zone. I can have 2 of my own units on that space, but basically it gets me 6 mana per turn and it depletes after 2 times. So these are actually, they're technically flipped over here as they're starting to drain, and then eventually they go away. But mana in this game is used for a couple different things. Some of these relic cards that you can bring along with you do different things. For example, this Carrion Raptor has this thing called Zalia's Cauldron. This cost me like 15 or 20 points to bring in with my army, and it costs 8 mana, and it allows basically my next hit to become an automatic critical hit, which is good. You want to be able to critical hit, but it costs a decent amount of mana, so I'm not necessarily going to use that yet. The other thing we have are Ancient Ones, and Ancient Ones are kind of like the god that favors you. So the god for me is the Urugal Gosavaya, or the Warrior, and these are the 3 different abilities that they offer. One of them is a boon, one of them is a debuff, and one of them is a really big boon for your entire team.
They're zone-based, so you would put the blessing or the curse on a specific zone, and then the miracles, as they're called, are just a map-wide 1-turn buff.
Yeah. I'm not going to use that just yet, but we'll see. But that's what mana does. I have 12 mana right now, which is kind of good. I'm kind of excited to... Okay, let's see where this guy can get, as a matter of fact. So I know I can walk this guy up on top of this perch, and I'm going to do that. What kind of shot can I land from here? I can get this guy.
No, you can't.
So I got a 48% chance to hit that guy.
That seems really high.
So one thing I'm going to do first, because I know...
I'm curious. Can you take a look at the details?
Yeah,
I want to know why.
Here's a really cool part, right? So now I'm picking this attack. I hold down both these buttons, and we can see the full... Whoops, yeah, it's just a press. I can see the full breakdown of why that's happening. My chance to hit on that is an 80%.
Oh, that's why.
So yeah, my base accuracy is 80%. The dodge of the character is 12%. There's plus 20 cover at that space, so that increases it. All these different things that add up. So you can see the total net accuracy is 80 minus 12 minus 20 equals a final accuracy of 48%. I don't like that terrain cover, so I'm going to grab my Bramblehorn here because she has an ability called Scouting Flare, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does screw up their cover. It basically removes their cover for 2 rounds. So I'm going to grab Scouting Flare. I'm going to hit 53%. Going for it.
Still got cover. Dang it.
Boom. So 13 damage on that hit. I'm into that. All right, so now that I've landed that hit, I hit you pretty good.
Get rid of my cover. What the heck, man?
Yes, and now, technically I could use that same ability again and hit them, but the way cooldowns work is it adds up really quickly. So whenever you use a movement-based ability, you get basically 1 bubble of cooldown here. You get these little cooldown rounds that build up, and every time you use a movement, you get 1, and every round, you basically have 1 refresh goes away. But whenever you use an offensive ability, an attack, you gain 2. So here I use Scouting Flare. It's got 2 beads on it, and with every bead, the spell gets more and more expensive. So now that just cost me 2 AP. It's 4 AP if I want to use it again. So I have to wait basically a full round if I want that to go down and get back to...
well, yeah, so it'll be this round. Next round, you can't use it again, and then the next round...
I can't. It's still expensive. Until it goes back, it's basically 2 rounds before I get it back to its base cost.
It's on cooldown and it costs double. You can use it again, and then it would cost 8, which would be a lot.
It'd be crazy. So I Scouting Flared. Now I've lowered the armor, and I think
you only got 2 AP left.
I can kill you with this. Did I use
you sure you want to
Paralyzing Spines?
No, not yet. Sure you want to use it, though? I mean, I don't know if it's that worthwhile.
I got 3 AP left. I can move... Yeah, shut up. Oh, God, I want to get somebody on a spot, too. Here, this guy, first of all, he's going to move... Whoops. What did I talk? Oh, wrong guy. Whoops. Here to here. He's got to get up there. It's 1 AP. He's up on top. I don't care about the loss of that. And I wonder if I can get... Let's see what this guy has for a shot. He can't hit that guy, right?
This is a good example. You used it last round, so it still costs 4.
So that costs too much for 4. I can't risk that Jeweled Harpy flying around anymore. I am going to spend my cooldown seeing if I can finish off this Harpy.
No way.
68%. It was 48 a minute ago, but I just took away all of his movement, his cover, so...
Yes!
Oh, come on! That sucks!
Yes.
Totally missed. Okay, so...
She would have been dead otherwise. So
that's dice rolling for you, folks.
I'll take that.
An interesting thing to note is this game actually comes with 2 D10s, a D100 and a D10, and you can actually roll the dice manually and punch him in. But we're not doing that because I think this is just as fun to swing this thing around.
You can threaten each other. I'm going to push it. I'm going to push it.
And curse at one another, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that attack. That was amazing. I was going to shut you down.
That was going to be close. All right, let's see. What should we do? That was a little Thorn Eruption sound.
Thorn Eruption sounds lovely.
Thorn Eruption.
That's a regional. It's a hit the spot on a region, right?
Yep. So Thorn Eruption is an AoE. It targets his zone. I have 80% chance to hit. Let's see. He has 16 dodge. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's fast.
Anyway. So, well, let's see if it lands. Then we'll go into further detail.
I should have used the cauldron to land a hit on that.
Too late.
I'm overthinking it. Miss!
Come on. Yes.
That's the opposite of a miss, actually.
So, it doesn't do great damage, but thorns erupt from the earth, causing all golems in reach to take 10 damage per round for 2 rounds. Now I'm going to move my Plaguebringer into that zone. Right up on top.
It's just enemy. You're not going to take the damage from it. Yeah, it's just me.
I might, because it's the zone. I'm not sure.
Whatever. You have a lot of health. You should do it anyway.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Because when he's in the zone, all enemy tokens take... Oh, it's at the start of the turn? Start of your turn.
Start of my turn.
Start of your turn, he's going to take 5 damage because he has a necrotic aura. So, that's a good shot for him. Let's see.
2 AP.
Let's go back to my Fire Ram. He's got the nice ability. The knight that I have on him, he gets an extra cooldown as long as he's on an elevated space, so that's why I can use Blast again without costing any extra ability power.
I hate that.
So...
I hate it!
I think I might just have to blast him again.
You want to do it?
Or do I want to focus over here? Yeah, I think I'll focus on this guy over here. 59%. It's pretty good.
You want to do it?
Going for it. Ooh, crit!
Oh no! No, he's totally dead!
Super crit!
I've never
had a super crit.
I don't even know what a super crit is.
That's the first time we got double zeros.
Double zero must be a mega crit. What did you do for damage? Hit. Well, let's look at the more info.
That was crazy.
You rolled double zeros.
Crit multiplier. It doesn't seem like it did more damage. I think it's just kind of like a cool thing. I don't know. I have to double check, but either way, you were dead.
Dude, that's such a bummer. All right, awesome. I lost my Sand Lion.
Wow. Well, that worked out really well for me.
Oh, you killed my low unit. That's all right.
Well, unless you start to contest that zone, he will be getting victory points for himself.
Correct.
Anyway, that's it. I'm out of action points, so end turn.
All right. Now, thanks to this scenario, I just got to... Well, I guess it's depending on the scenario, get a certain amount of mana points for losing units, so...
His unit died, yep. So
I lost some units.
Significant amount of mana. 27.
So, I'm going to go ahead with this gentleman here. Can I get up on that hill? I certainly can. So I'm going to go run to this region. This is going to hurt me.
Because my necrotic aura. I believe that's what it's called.
Can I do a charge to you, actually? Can I do this? No, I can't, because I can't charge it too far. That's all right. I can run up here. And because remember when I hit you, I just took 5 damage. I'm going to do a kick. He goes here. I'm going to kick.
Dang.
Boom. All right, so a little bit of damage there. No big deal. Boy, I really would love to finish off. It's 4 for Scouting Flare still, huh? Because it's 2 cooldown. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to make sure I do this right. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to go cycle down to his Knight, which is this Maiming Renewal. On activation, all of my melee cooldowns are reduced. I didn't read that carefully enough, clearly. Oh, I'd love to kill you right now. It'd be so good. All right, so I'm going to walk this guy to here. Get him up on some high ground.
You should be back off cooldown now, right?
And then I can spike volley you, kill you, hopefully. Yeah, no cover.
Nah.
No, I did the wrong thing. I hit back. Die!
Don't do it. Oh.
Dice hate me today.
Yeah.
Alright. That's alright. I can deal. Walk. Can I walk to... I can't. I'd have to walk twice, huh?
You can walk to the mana.
Yeah.
Not too much, though.
If I walk once, he's going to cost... I have 1 action point left.
Oh, yeah.
Bummer.
Kind of.
Alright, so I got... Alright, so I'm going to cast Haze of the Damned on this space to wreck his ability to melee me a little bit.
So my melee attacks have 20% chance less to hit.
And I'll grab this guy to walk. I'm going to put him on this mana.
You don't want to stay grouped together so I can AoE you?
No, it's alright actually.
Okay.
And then, I think, is there anything else I can do in terms of like...
Not really. Most of yours, those are all melee abilities, so... Alrighty. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not getting... So, this is contested here, so you'll see it won't get a victory point over here, but I still get the 1 here.
Oh, I know.
So this Manuel's exhausted. Take that off.
This one is... No, they're not actually.
No, yeah, because you only stay there for 1
this
round.
week, yeah.
What do I want to do?
Got plenty of mana from you killing me. Put this curse token here so you remember it's there.
I think I'll move... I wish it didn't cost me 2 AP to move that guy, but it's okay. I'll move him right up to here. Get a little cozy. And let's see, what can my Fire Ram do? What can Fire Ram do for you?
Nothing.
Everything. Oh, you know what I can do? I don't like that you're encroaching on my territory.
Oh, I hate this thing.
Gonna have to try and lock you down here. Got a good 68%
So you're using your relic?
What's his dodge? Let's see. He's got a 12 dodge? I don't think I like that. So, before I try this, I'm going to go ahead and lower your dodge by 20 for this round.
Yeah.
So, that way, I land my relic. So I'm using the relic Tendrils of Smira. If I successfully hit, it will reduce the target's movement to 0 for 2 rounds. So this guy is going to be stuck right here.
That pisses
With his nice 2 melee abilities he can't use. 88. Lucky strike, though.
Oh, no.
Still counts.
Any doubles you roll are crits, but any doubles you roll above the hit value just counts as a lucky strike, and they count as a normal hit, so you still land it.
So rather than being a miss, it's a lucky strike, so I still land normal damage, which is 0, but now he's locked down for 2 rounds.
I hate you.
So that's actually really good. So that cost me 1 action point. Let's see, what kind of cover do you have here? Ground. Well, that happens to work out conveniently with Fiery Shrapnel. If you're in medium or ground, you cause 10 extra damage.
Nope, but you're going to miss. You forgot about that.
I have a 75% chance.
Just please miss. I need a break. Yes! Yes!
Man.
That was 3 AP for that, too. That's awesome.
That's a strong attack. It does 30 normally, and it would have been 40 that turn because he's in.
God, I would love to move my unit right now if I could. So I can't move this guy. He's completely locked down, right?
Yep. So he has 0 movement points. You can spend an action point if you like, but I don't think it's going to help.
Paralyzing Spines doesn't do anything. Oh, I want to kill you.
Too bad.
Let's just get this over with, first of all, because this is kind of getting ridiculous at this point. No, now that guy has his cover bonuses back. Son of a... Don't care. Killing your guy right now. I gotta finish
You're engaged with me, so minus 20, I believe. You're going to check the details. Where?
Contested range.
Contested
minus
range.
20.
Since he's in melee range with another unit and trying to shoot a range attack, he loses 20 to accuracy.
And I hate you.
And I'm under 20 cover with 12 dodge, so take that.
Alright, Ancient Ones. We're going to bust this out for 15 damage to all melee attacks this round. And I'm going to... That's such a bummer. I only got to do 1 melee attack to you this round.
Might not be worth it.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Paralyzing Spines to this person here.
As much as I hate to admit it, it's probably a better play.
88!
Lucky strike.
I still hit! I still hit! Woo!
Man, that was lucky.
That Carrion Raptor is kind of awesome.
Yeah,
in that,
Paralyzing Spines is awesome. I would explain that.
Yeah, Paralyzing Spines basically. Now that the similar way he locked me down here for the next 2 rounds. Well, right now he loses 3 movement from all his abilities, and then gains 1 per turn. It's 3.
Yeah. Yep. You need 3 total and gain 1 per turn. But he only has 2 movement points anyway, so I'm gonna be completely locked down for 2 turns, and then the 3rd turn I'll be able to move 1 space.
This isn't too high of a chance. I'm doing it.
It's about almost 50, 43. That's not bad.
4 AP. Go.
And now that's 8 AP for 2 more rounds.
Well, I'm terrible at this game. Go.
Terrible at rolling dice. All right. Let's see. What can we do here? I think I really need to get rid of your little spike volley man over there. See if we can't sort this out. Actually, let's see what's going on over here first. So, I forget which one. So, Necrotic Grasp. Let's see what the odds are to land this one.
I got you lowered. I got you lowered like crazy. Yeah, I have the curse for my ancient one is in
and
that
then
space.
You've got like 20 dodge.
35% chance. That's terrible.
It's not good. All right. Well, so I'm going to go with Grasping Vines first. I think I want to finish this guy off so he stops getting victory points.
What does Grasping Vines do?
It's a medium damage attack, but it lowers your accuracy by 10 for the next few rounds.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Dang it. 98. That's not good.
I have a problem here.
You're still in this cover, though. I think this would kill you. Let's see. Ooh, that's really close.
If you crit, you'll kill me. Maybe.
Oh, that's true. Let's see.
Please don't
I like
crit.
it. I like it. Oh, it's 10. 32.
Man, that hurts. All right.
All right, so let's. I still got 1 AP left, though. I'm gonna move my fledgling harpy.
4 movement.
I think over here, because this guy's still stuck for 1 more round.
I forgot about that. That's really gonna hurt
And
me.
you just used your necrotic grasp.
I just used paralyzing spines.
You did use that, right? Yeah. So I can check on my turn. It still is going to cost him 4 AP for 1 more round. So
I'd love to move.
I'm going to fly this guy right over here. Grab me some more mana. He's my mana collector this round. He's not super strong in fighting because he's all melee and he's got low health. But with that extra knight, you can move 4 spaces flying, which you ignore all terrain debuffs or any other units that might affect you. So
Good.
flying's really good.
I gotta take you out of that space this turn or else I'm toast.
So Manuel's gone.
Animal's out. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this. Don't even have a choice.
That's unfortunate. So now he's contesting the zone, so I won't get the victory point, which that doesn't work. That doesn't help me at all.
That is good. I am enjoying it. Man, I wish I could walk this guy. He just gets 0 movement points.
But for your sake, this guy. So another thing, you can't use range attacks on units in your own space, and this guy only has range attacks, so he can't attack that guy right now. So that's actually a pretty good position for Matt.
Yeah, 69% chance to hit too. Boom.
32.
I need that. I mean, I don't have. I just had an awesome blessing I did not use for this turn. It's all right. I'll save it for a future turn.
You can do it again for only 2 more AP. That's not terrible.
Yeah, but I should have used that before to add the extra. Was it 15 damage?
All right, so I'm gonna do what I am faulted for. Use that. Oh, the auto crit's on the other unit. Never mind.
Yeah, the auto crit is on the big dude. The big dude.
Say that plus the auto crit would have been a strong.
It would have been very, very good.
Strong hit.
I don't want to use that again because I want to save the cooldown. You know what? I'm gonna do it a little bit late here. It's fine. I'm gonna I use my blessing now, so I get plus 15 melee damage. I should have used it a minute ago.
Oh! Right on the dot.
I got so nervous right there that I wasn't gonna do that.
You got 2 left.
So whenever I hit my character with Slippery Strike, that's this Dune Viper's melee attack. He has the ability to basically move out of that space to any adjacent space for free. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to confirm my displacement is I stand perfectly still. That's actually a good ability because it costs you additional action points to walk out of a space. Like if I run out of this space with this big guy right here, it's going to cost me 2 action points in addition to my regular move. Because
Or 1 extra on top of whatever your movement would cost.
So it costs you more to move out. So the displacement thing's kind of cool for someone that like jabs and then runs away, but I don't want to run away because you'll win the game. So that was a pretty good hit. I feel awesome about that. Now I'm going to go over here to this Bramblehorn, and I'm going to have her hit this guy with her plus to melee. Yes.
I love the sound effect.
Man, dice are not on my side at all right now. At all.
Hey, I missed a few.
All right. What do I have left to use? Absolutely nothing? Absolutely nothing.
You got 1 AP.
I can skewer.
Skewer nothing.
Nothing. I think I'm done.
Look at that damage real quick. Because of the plus 15. Skewer for
Don't
55.
worry. I'm going to convert this
one shot this
remaining action point into mana because there's nothing else I can really do. So whenever you cancel your turn early, you go to that. But
yeah, it's a little substitution. But let's see.
I keep missing on like key hits. That one wasn't that key, but still.
We got Thorn Eruption. I can do that. Oh, but you know what I need to do? How much health do you have left, Mr. 23 with 8 armor.
You can't melee. That guy's no melee attacks, huh?
Yeah.
I did that on purpose. You can actually AoE the space you're in. You can just right.
I don't think you can range the space you're in. No.
Okay.
Too close. Yeah. No ranged attacks can be used in your own space.
It's kind of another part that's kind of cool about it because there's never like, oh, let me take out the rulebook and find out. You just if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's all tied into the application.
So let's see. Can I get?
No, you can't move.
Oh, I'm still stuck. I forgot. That was
2 rounds.
I thought it was a lot sooner or more recently.
Yeah, I know a little bit about that. It's like my most like my super tough unit. I'm just sitting here doing nothing.
I think I need to fly this guy over here.
Get out of my space.
Force your hand. I think that's my play here. So now you're going to have to come get that space or lose. So you at least have to do that. I still have 5 AP. Let's see. How much does this guy have, actually? He's down to 30 health. Well, we can do something about that, right?
Bomb the whole space.
I'm thinking about it.
I love that.
What's your no cover, so I don't get the bonus for that. So then I'm going to stick with just regular old blast.
Oh,
no, wait, he's got a lot of dodge. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So maybe I do have to bomb space.
All right, you're going to bomb.
That brings it up to...
It's not much.
Not much better.
You have a pretty good chance of hitting your own guy.
That'll really hurt you, though.
Hit the button. Just hit the button. Just hit the button.
No way.
Just hit the button.
Thorn Eruption. Let's try Thorn Eruption.
That's a little better. Oh, it hits everybody in the space, too. Yeah.
It's a lot better strat. I'm going to go with that first and see what happens. I hit myself.
Yes!
Oh, man.
Blatant disregard for your own units. That's terrible.
That's funny. I don't have it. Okay.
I know a little bit something about that.
What else? So I have 2 left. I mean, I might as well try Blast, right?
Yeah.
No other. Oh, that's why solo, because you're engaged.
I did that on purpose.
Yep.
I'm also really bad at miniatures games. I just kind of play them and like, this guy looks like he's having fun up here.
I gotta go for it, right? Because
I used 4 action points and wasted them on something.
I think I might, because I have 8 mana right now, so if I save the 2, it'll bring me to 10 for next round.
What's that saying? Never tell me the odds. It's kind of one of the things about this game that happens a lot. It's like, normally if it was a dice game, you'd like just pick up the dice and probably roll it without thinking too much about the math. Like, once you know the odds, you're like, I don't know.
I'm going for it, though, because there's always a chance at a lucky strike, too, right?
That's true. That's a good point. Or, yeah.
Oh,
get out of here. Get out of here.
All right, so...
All right, hit that end turn button right there.
Hang on, I'm curious to see... How much health do you have left? Oh, how much damage do you take at the beginning of your turn?
Come on.
No. Oh, yeah.
I'm so hosed. You got a guy on every space. I think you got me. We'll find out.
Let's find out. 5 damage. Yeah.
Oh, man, you smoked me in this game. I'm telling you, you're going to destroy me. All right, he's out. I think you got me. I don't think I can do anything.
You have... This guy's weak enough. You maybe kill him and then occupy that space? I think that's
what?
I don't know. Sprint this guy like 3 times.
Yeah, well, let's see if I can pull this off here.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, paralyzing spines to that guy has to be done. I mean, it just has to be done.
Yep.
I miss a lot.
You should use your auto crit.
They'll tell you what to do. Yeah, so I should have used my auto crit there, but I was actually saving it for when I do this. I'm going to play my turn out as I had intended. So I'm actually going to rock the skewer and see if I can charge up this hill. No, I don't think I can. I'm going to walk up here. So now I'm on this space.
Go down and hail a gunfire.
And then I'm going to go... I got enough, so I'm going to bump up my Fury of Claws. Boom. I'm going to skewer, which is just a really high damage...
Ow.
A high damage ability, which should kill him. Boom!
Ow.
Full on dead.
43 damage. Ouch. I think he did well, though.
I think I did pretty well with that.
I think he died honorably. The fire ram. You trying to walk over there? No.
I can walk to there for 1. I can't get that guy, though. Darn. I think he got me.
You might as well try shooting him, right? Or no, it still costs you.
I used it like 12 times last turn, so I think he got me.
Oh, no. It's back off. Yeah, might as well shoot him for
Might as well go for funsies.
Might as well take down at least half my army first, right? Or miss.
So So dead. So dead. All right, that's it for me. So I'm going to end my turn. I got nothing else I can do. That guy could have barely made it across. Even if I had killed that guy, though, I really had no way to get there, right?
Well, you might.
Here, let's play it out.
And maybe we could like talk about it later.
It's almost like we'll talk about
in a
it
replay.
Game's out. Yeah.
And I got 4.
So confirm.
Up to 6.
Double victory points. Good game, sir. That was good.
Yeah.
I got destroyed on that one.
I think that was my first win though. So.
Oh, really? That was a good game though. That was
fun.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah. I like it. I switched my army around a little bit.
From last time.
I think that might help me with the win. Some different units, more different strategies going into it. So.
Yeah, it's interesting sitting down, and you can spend a lot of time building an army. And this is a really good like introductory miniatures game, just to teach the rules, because you can actually not know a lot of the stuff going into it and just jump right in and start playing. And that's actually what we did for our first like 3 or 4 games. We just we knew most of the rules, but like we let the game teach us. We're like, wait, why is the cover like that? And we're like, oh, intervening terrain and like different things, oh, why can't I move that far? Oh, that costs extra movement points to move through the heavy space,
Yeah, I mean, the first few games we were just playing casually. We didn't really care all that much. We were just like, I'm going to shoot you. Oh man, it's only 30% chance. Who cares? I'll try it anyway.
Yeah.
But now that we're really strategizing and things like that, now we're like, all right, well, why is it 30? Let's find out. Hit the button.
Right.
You figure it out, and it's pretty cool. Yeah.
This is so awesome. You can just throw this on a table and play a half-hour miniatures game, and like that was, I don't even know exactly how long it was, but it wasn't that long. It was a quick game.
Yeah, if we take out any of the fumbles we might have had, the 500-point games are probably 30 minutes average.
Yeah, especially in a map like this where you've got set victory scenarios, like get this point and hold it, and you'll get points.
Yeah, because like we didn't even kill off all of our units. We killed only 3 out of the 6, so or 3 out of the 8. But yeah.
Quite a few left, and and I think I really like using. I mean, we've kind of both chosen. You've played mostly with the Durrani so far, and I've done the Gananas.
I always like the Fire Ram right off the bat. I thought it was a really cool looking unit.
Yep.
The knight is pulling him by a chain on his nose like a minotaur, so it looks pretty cool. I thought it was really cool thematically.
Yeah, and
then I just built my armies kind of around the artillery aspect. It's pretty cool.
Yep. I'm just excited to keep trying. Like, that was a really good. Your team is great for this map because you've been playing kind of this scenario for. We've played this like the last 2 or 3. Wait, I think 4 times. We played it the other day. It was like 4 times we played this.
If you count, yeah. Oh yeah, we sat down and played like 2 in a row. So
yeah. So we've played like 4. I have 4 games like pretty much with this scenario, and we've kind of tweaked our armies to fit this scenario. But if you just would take this exact same army and swap to another one, this guy wouldn't have been as useful necessarily because he wouldn't be able to fly to those points so quickly.
Yeah, that guy's really mobile, so moving and holding points is what this is all about. So he was a perfect match. I switched over to that guy. I had some very immobile units before, and I think that was part of what was holding me back. So.
Yeah. Hey, I would have actually really liked to get something done with this guy here, but he was dead before. This guy has this awesome ability. I love it. The Sand Lion has this hamstring ability, and he's kind of like my go-to guy. He's got a lot of dodge. He can kind of scamper around the spaces, and hamstring is a huge chance to hit, low damage, but basically it knocks their dodge down by 15 for 2 rounds, and then I just wail on them with other my heavy hitters.
I didn't even think of that till now, but you combine that with the scouting flare, you get rid of their dodge, get rid of their cover.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I mean, I just got hit really hard, and I've taken a relic with this guy before, which I didn't take this time. And let me grab the other relic. I can show you on the screen too, but this is another relic I've been taking a lot before. It's this Cistern of Tulothu. This is a fun one. This is basically you cast it. It costs 2 action points, and when you do, it basically just you flip it on a space, whatever space you're standing on, that becomes heavy cover. So what I tried doing this scenario and other times is get up really high, throw down this heavy terrain, and for the rest of the map, that guy can kind of hide there, or he can run through that space to get some cover.
Yeah, that caused a lot of frustration because he would put the cover, which protects you from range, and then you would put that curse, which lowers your melee accuracy by 20 on that same spot. And I can't do anything to the guy. It's just...
I've done that before to keep that guy alive a little bit longer, but I changed things up a little bit. I actually went with the opposite of that. I brought this Lamp of Dusaka, and this is a similar object, but it's basically... The back of it is completely blank because it takes the entire space and wipes out all cover. So it basically just becomes a completely empty space.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time where I really actively paid attention to the cover. I moved the winged harpy into the actual medium cover, which gave him 20 extra cover. from range attacks.
Yep,
So
that was a good move.
we're
That's
actually
shut me
paid
down.
attention because there's a lot to learn, and you just learn as you play, which is fun. So.
But again, one of the more interesting parts, like you can't actually ever screw up the rules. It's very difficult to screw up the rules because it's done for you. What do you want to do with that character? Well, I want to move him to here. You can't do that.
Or you can.
You can never confirm the movement if it's an illegal move. You know?
That's the biggest thing. We play a lot of other games, and maybe we'll miss a rule or forget of some bonus we had. So we're like, oh no, wait, I was supposed to do 10 damage extra when I hit you.
Yep.
That was 3 turns ago. Can we roll that back? It's kind of hard to do at this point, but just keep track of everything for you. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's very cool. I'm excited to play with that Colossus too. That guy just looks like a beast.
He's pretty awesome.
So a little bit about that guy. He's like his own standalone expansion, and he just got. Was it?
I would just briefly mention there's 4 like size tiers. So there's the smallest, the next smallest, War Sprite, Ogre, Titan, and then this is the Colossus unit. So he takes up an entire space.
Look at that guy. He's a beast. So he's huge, takes up an entire space. In order to melee him, you have to do what's called a charge first. Charge is a separate thing in the game, basically. If you are next to a unit, you can spend... We didn't have any opportunities in here where it actually came up, but basically, you would be in the space adjacent to this guy, and I would choose a melee attack and then select his base. And now, that's going to use a movement point because I'm going to have to charge into him and attack at the same time. So in order to even just melee the guy, you have to charge at him. And he has a melee ability, which he has to also charge
Same
for.
way, yep.
So he's so cool.
Yeah, and when you charge, if you're larger, or if you're the same size or larger, you displace them too.
You knock him out of space.
No one can displace him, but he displaces everybody. He just knocks them around.
He has a heel crush where he just knocks you
Stomps
down.
on your face.
And then he can also throw. He's got a throw.
Like this was the largest unit in the game until that's so awesome.
That's
It's
cool.
huge. Oh, the other quick thing to note is because they're so large, they require 3 knights to ride them. So there's a knight here, a knight on the top, and a knight on the back. So you can actually equip them with 3 different knights in the army building section.
So cool. Let me go back. I'll show you really quick if we have the screen up here. I'll show you the army builder. Let me turn this volume down because it's going to like blast right now. So if you go to the army builder, you can kind of see. So here's my 500-point army that's built out. So in here, you can see the different units. These are obviously all the guys I brought. And if I click on a specific unit, you can see that's I brought this golem, which is the Bramblehorn.
He's a war sprite. He has a knight for 5 points and no relic.
Yeah, so you can see in here all his abilities, like you can look through. So you can actually use this app to build all of your armies, even if you don't have a specific unit. You can be like, oh, I really like that unit. I want to put him in my army, or add an extra unit you might not have.
Yeah, you can look in without having to buy him ahead of time. You can say,
you can see if you want.
I really want to buy this faction versus that faction.
Yep. So that's like the war sprite. Then I can pick the knight, and depending on which size golem you're choosing, you get a different selection of knights. So I've got all these different knights I can choose from. You always have to put a knight on your characters, but some of them are just these 0 cost, and they're all thematic, which is amazing. There's actually this really good story for this game that we haven't really gotten into just yet, but there's this huge backstory in this whole world they created, and all of these people are like relevant in the world somehow. And yes, these are all 0 cost ones. They're kind of generic, but then you get up here and you see some of the ones that have these abilities. And then you can also go to the relic tab, and that character can carry a relic like we had carried down here. And some of these, they cost up to 35. Some of them are 25. Like this Bone Scarab is really cool. It costs 2 AP, and if you hit somebody with it, it basically destroys another relic being carried by their golem. So you can do little things like that to attack. Or this dagger walks up and kills the knight on one of the other golems. So
nice.
That guy has a really annoying knight that keeps lowering his cooldowns. And if I can get up to him fast enough and attack with that relic, I can take him down. So it's some really interesting stuff. And not all these relics come in the base game. Some of them come in the expansions and stuff that you have to pick up. You can build your factions, how you want to build them, and then kind of decide what you need to get. Anyway, that's the army builder. It's pretty cool. One other thing I want to add is they mentioned in the interview there that there's new scenarios that they're going to be putting into this on a fairly regular basis, and some kind of a side note that they probably wouldn't really mention, but I like the fact that the game, when there's errors and there's mistakes and stuff, they just fix it. It's fixed in the app. It's a digital fix.
Or not even errors, just balancing. If they find out
balancing is really more.
If they find out this guy is a lot stronger than they thought, they can make him cost 10 extra points to add to your army, and that outweighs the offset of his strength.
Yeah, it's really nice to have a game where you don't have to be constantly checking the errata and the FAQs to see like what rules were changed. Like they can just throw a patch out on the app and it's fixed.
And there's a little announcement on your login screen. Hey, there's a new patch.
Yep, it's great. And yeah, you got basically on this home screen here, you got your complete rules. You can just tap that, go right to the rule book if you need to. It's very cool. At first glance, you're like, that seems kind of gimmicky. Maybe maybe they're just trying to throw technology at it for no reason. But
yeah,
I gotta say it's well designed and it's fun. It really is fun.
Some people at first thought maybe, why do you even need the board and stuff with when you have the app? But it wouldn't be anywhere near what it is.
I agree.
It's definitely a minis game first with really just an assisted rules and a nice graphical overlay.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Absolutely. Totally agree with that. Yeah, when your first couple of games, you might be staring at the screen a lot just because you won't really know what's going on. But once you get a feel for the game a little bit, you know a little bit more about the terrain. I know that this guy can move 3 spaces. I know roughly that I can get him from here to here if I want to. But I'll just go, all right, I'm walking him. And then I'll just confirm on the screen, yep, that's where I'm going, bang. And so I'm really playing a miniatures game, and that's assisting me. I think that does it for our playthrough and our little jabber session about this game. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything we kind of glossed over, because we played that kind of quickly. I think we did. It was a little bit of analysis paralysis on my part. But if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask them in the comments below or shoot us an email. We'd love to answer them for you. And I think that was fun. We'll have to do another game soon.
I win.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you again soon.